Let's get right into it. Number 9. The final goodbye surge. Imagine someone you love lost in the fog of severe memory loss for years. They don't recognize faces. They barely speak. Then suddenly, like a light switching on, they're back. They look at you with clear eyes, call you by name, and ask about your life like no time has passed. Doctors call it terminal lucidity. It's like the brain's last hurrah, a final burst of clarity before the end. People who haven't spoken in months suddenly start telling stories. They ask for their favorite foods. They sing old songs. They share memories you thought were lost forever. But here's the mystery. Scientists have no idea how this is possible. In conditions like Alzheimer's, the brain is physically damaged. It's like trying to run complex software on a computer from 1995. It shouldn't work, but somehow, for a brief moment, that old computer starts running perfectly again. Some scientists think maybe our brains aren't creating consciousness at all. Maybe they're more like TV antennas, receiving it from somewhere else. And this surge, it might be one final powerful broadcast before the signal goes dark. A last chance to say the things that need saying. Number 8. The unseen visitors. Imagine lying in your hospital bed during your final days. Then something incredible happens. Someone you lost long ago appears in the room with you. This isn't some horror movie ghost story. It's actually super common and documented by thousands of hospice nurses. They call it nearing death awareness. People almost always see loved ones who passed away before them, maybe their spouse from years ago, sitting in the corner with a gentle smile, or their childhood best friend, waving from across the room. These people are having normal conversations with these visitors like it's the most natural thing in the world. "Oh, my brother's here to take me fishing," they might say, totally calm and happy. People also start talking about traveling. They'll ask where their suitcase is. They'll talk about needing to catch a train. Some even try to get out of bed to go home. Studies show most people experience these visits as they get closer to the end. Almost everyone describes it as peaceful and comforting. It's like having a welcome party waiting for you. Is it just the brain creating one final comforting dream? Or maybe it's something science can't explain yet. Either way, it turns what could be scary into something beautiful. Number 7. The brain's last battle. Imagine sitting next to someone you love in their final hours. Everything seems peaceful. Then suddenly, they become a different person. They start pulling at their blankets, looking around with wild eyes. They might look right at you and not recognize you. Doctors call this terminal agitation. It's like the brain's final fireworks show. The person might start doing things completely out of character. Someone who was always sweet might suddenly make angry accusations. They might try to escape their beds, demand to see the police, or insist that their cat is plotting against them. Scientists think this happens because the brain isn't getting what it needs anymore. Like a computer trying to run with its power cord halfway unplugged. They might start seeing things that aren't there, having conversations with empty chairs. Their brain mixing memories, dreams, and reality into one confusing moment. The important thing to remember is this isn't really them. This strange behavior has nothing to do with who they were their whole life. It's just their brain misfiring as systems start shutting down. Think of it like a candle flickering wildly before it goes out. Number 6. Your skin's final goodbye. As death approaches, your body becomes its own emergency response team. The first visible sign is a strange, reddish-purple pattern spreading under your skin like delicate lace. This pattern is called mottling. Your heart, getting weaker, can't keep pumping blood everywhere like it used to, so your body makes a calculated decision. It starts cutting off blood flow to less critical areas like your skin. It redirects blood to keep your brain, heart, and lungs running. The result? Strange purple patterns start showing up, usually beginning in your feet and hands. It's like watching a city's lights go out district by district, as power gets redirected to keep the main buildings running. The pattern slowly creeps up your body, creating a weird marble effect under your skin. While it looks dramatic, it doesn't hurt at all. You might feel a bit chilly from the reduced blood flow, but those purple patches are completely painless. It's your body's final act of efficiency. When doctors see this pattern, they know it's usually a sign that someone has days or even just hours left. Number 5. The final rattle. Imagine sitting in a quiet hospital room late at night. Suddenly you hear a strange sound like water in a straw coming from someone's chest. This sound has haunted families for thousands of years. The ancient Greeks wrote about it in their medical texts. They called it the death rattle. As the body starts to power down, the muscles that usually handle basic stuff like swallowing get really tired. It's like when your arm falls asleep, but it's happening to the throat muscles. The sound isn't someone struggling or in pain. It's just air passing through normal fluids that build up in the throat. The person making these sounds isn't suffering at all. They're completely peaceful, totally unaware of the noise. It's like being in such a deep sleep you don't hear yourself snoring. While this happens, other changes start too. Your hands and feet get cold as your heart focuses on keeping your core warm. Your skin might start looking like a galaxy, with purple patches appearing as circulation slows. Sometimes there's even a weird white foam that appears. It's like your body is a soda can that's been shaken up. The death rattle is just your body doing its thing one last time. Number 4. The final roller coaster breath. Your body's last breathing performance starts with breaths getting faster and deeper. Then it peaks, like reaching the top of a roller coaster. After that peak, the breaths get smaller and slower, until they just stop. But just when you think the show's over, it starts all over again. Scientists call this Cheney-Stokes respiration. Your brain's breathing control center is having a total meltdown. It's like a panicked bouncer who can't decide if the venue is too full or too empty. First, it notices too much carbon dioxide and screams, "Breathe faster!" The lungs go into overdrive and do such a good job that suddenly there's not enough CO2. Then the brain hits the panic button and says, "Stop everything." That's when you get that eerie pause. During these episodes, you might hear what doctors call the death rattle. It's that same lovely gurgle, just fluids the throat can't deal with anymore. Interestingly, this isn't always a sign of imminent death. Mountain climbers experience it at extreme heights. Sleep apnea patients can have it too, but when it happens near the end, it's like watching a phone battery die. The signals get weaker and more erratic until finally, the system shuts down for good. Number 3. The body's final shutdown. Imagine looking at your favorite food, a perfect pizza fresh from the oven. The cheese is melted just right. The toppings are perfect. But something weird happens. You feel absolutely nothing. No hunger, no craving, not even a tiny urge to take a bite. Your body basically decides to flip the off switch on hunger and thirst. It's like your internal factory is shutting down for good. The machines are powering down one by one, so they don't need any more fuel. Your metabolism slows to a crawl. The body becomes super efficient, using barely any energy at all. Even simple things like sitting up or having a chat become impossible tasks. Here's where it gets really interesting. Digestion actually takes tons of energy. Your body has to work super hard to process food. So in its final efficiency mode, your body says, nope, not wasting energy on that. Even the desire for water fades away completely. A wet sponge or ice chip is all that's needed for comfort. It's like your body is running its final program, a peaceful, gradual shutdown sequence. Number 2, the body's final gasps. Imagine you're watching someone who just collapsed. They take a strange, gasping breath that sounds like a snort. Then another one. What you're seeing is called agonal breathing. It's not real breathing. It's more like your body's final attempt to stay alive. When your brain isn't getting oxygen, usually during cardiac arrest, it sends out desperate signals. The result? These weird, automatic gasps that sound like something from a horror movie. They can be snorts, moans, or gurgles, but none of them are actually moving air into the lungs. Sometimes it's just a few breaths, but in some cases it can go on for hours. People often mistake this for normal breathing. They see these gasps and think, oh good, they're breathing, and don't call for help. But they're actually watching their loved one's body fighting its last, losing battle. It's like watching a ghost of a breath. If you ever see someone collapse and make these strange gasping sounds, don't wait. Those aren't real breaths. Call emergency services and start chest compressions immediately. The difference between recognizing a real breath and this ghost of a breath could mean life or death. Number 1. Your ears are the last to go. Imagine lying in a hospital bed, seemingly lost to the world. Your eyes don't open. Your fingers don't move. Your breathing is shallow. To everyone around you, you appear completely disconnected, but you can still hear everything. Scientists at the University of British Columbia proved this with a groundbreaking study. They put EEG caps on unresponsive patients and played different sounds. The patients' brains were lighting up exactly like healthy people's brains. They were processing every sound, every word, every whisper. Hospice nurses have seen this for decades. An unresponsive patient's breathing changes when a family member walks in. Their heart rate jumps slightly when they hear their favorite song. Why does hearing stick around when everything else fades? Scientists think it's because hearing is one of our most basic, primitive senses. Your eyes need your brain to work hard to process images. Your sense of touch needs your brain to interpret signals. But hearing? That's just sound waves physically moving tiny bones in your ear. It's like a drum being hit. It doesn't need much energy or brain power to work. It's your body's final connection to the world around you. So next time you're visiting someone in this situation, keep talking, tell them stories, play their favorite songs, share your thoughts, because even when all other lights have gone out, they can still hear you. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.